Hello everybody watching this video. Today I'm going to be celebrating my 500 subscribers by talking about my top 5 favorite Iceland Productions movie scenes. Number 5, I have the scene from Godzilla on Monster Island where all the kaijus fight Gamera. It's one of my favorite scenes because it's very entertaining for me to watch, and the Godzilla movies are very popular, my ones, and I decided to stop making them, sadly, because I'd like to focus on other projects. We do have another kaiju movie coming out soon called Gongareni. But anyways, the Godzilla on Monster Island final battle scene where all the monsters fight Gamera, it reminds me of the scene from the end of Godzilla Destroy All Monsters where all the monsters fight King Ghidorah. I think it's pretty cool. Godzilla on Monster Island is also one of my favourite out of the Godzilla series, and it's also one of the favourite Godzilla movies that you voted for in a poll. Number 4 is the moon cow appears from my first Man in the Moon unfinished movie. The film is unfinished, but I might do something similar to the first Earth SOS, where I re-edited it and made it better by changing clips and adding new ones, which is something I'll do to the first Man in the Moon maybe. Now anyways, what I like about the scene with the moon cow is because I like the stop motion animation and the set design. It is a bit dated, if improved, but it is still pretty good. In fact, I'd just like to do a little thing to see how I've improved. This is one of the older Selenite models, based off the Ray Harryhausen one from the 1964 movie, and this is a modern one. So yeah, there's a lot more detail in the modern one. So yeah, at number 3, I have the Spider Pit scene 2025. Well, all the Spider Pits, I guess, but 2025 is my favourite because of how good it is. But I like doing the Spider Pit scenes, but the reason I do it is because the first one I did got a lot of views and the second one didn't get as many views. But I like to make it so like people can watch it and see how much my stop motion and editing techniques improve over the years. I upload the Spider Pit scenes every September 1st. Because that's when the first one was uploaded. I like the Spider Pit scenes because they involve lots of imaginative ideas that I use to where I reimagine how the Spider Pit scene would look. And the most inspired creation of it. Number 2, I have the scene from The Shrinking Man where he first becomes shrunk. I like that scene because that video got me a lot of views and I like it. And it's also pretty good. I might improve it a bit, like what I did with the Earth SOS, and like combine it with The Growing Man, and make it called The Man Who Changed Sizes. Both of the videos are on a playlist called The Man Who Changed Sizes, and might add some changes to it. But anyways, I just like the scene where the guy first becomes shrinked in The Shrinking Man, because I like how small he looks, and how he like looks so shocked. It's one of the best acting bits, alright, for when I made it. At number 5, I have the scene from the Undiscovered Island, where the island is destroyed. I like it because of, like, the miniature work I did with, like, the first shot of the temple, which the Metrodon comes out of, but that same temple when it collapses. I just really like that scene. That's how cool it looks. It looks pretty cool. And I like it. It's just such a good camera shot. And all the other scenes of the island flooding is really good. And that same day, I actually like cleaned out all the stones and rocks and dirt and refilled it up and got my dad to spray me with like a hose while I clinged onto a tree in the paddling pool, that same paddling pool for the scene where I'm holding onto the tree in the Undiscovered Island. And now, if you were wondering why I changed Undiscovered Island, because it was originally a movie called Atlantis Discovered, but then that thing got deleted and new scenes were added and stuff, because like the CapCut thing I did it with, like also had this weird ugly AI smoothing. It automatically smoothed it. I didn't really like it. It's happened to some of my other things, but luckily it didn't happen this time. And he also added in some new clips just to enhance the film. I like to start with specialized editions, just like enhancing the scenes and adding new ones. And that's all I have to say for this video. Please like and subscribe for 600 subscribers. And I'd also like to say thank you to all my subscribers. And when I hit 1,000 subscribers, there's going to be this massive, big 1,000 subscriber special documentary on how I make all the movies. We talk about all the prompts, the inspiration, and like I just talk about like how I make the films. Give some tips, like a long video. That's what I'm planning on making. Anyways, thank you for watching. Bye.